Hello everyone and welcome to another Naraka Bladepoint video. This is OSK and this week has been spent just completely absorbed into this little teaser of this new character we're going to get during this month of December, FERIA Shen. We first saw this character a long time ago, back in August for the Holoroth map trailer. She was wielding a musket and getting absolutely decimated by Matari, but I mean, what can you do with a musket against a dreadful whale soul jade? But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to break down potential abilities and skills for FERIA Shen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. If you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and now let's get started. Let's begin with the teaser from the official Naraka Bladepoint Twitter account. From the very beginning, we can see a volley of arrows flying from the right and going towards the left. As we've seen in the Holoroth map trailer, this character, FERIA Shen, is a very big fan of muskets and anything long range, which makes me think that this character is going to be completely designed around long range combat. In fact, we haven't seen her with a single melee weapon in any trailer whatsoever. That being said, it's not impossible for her to have melee based skills, but I would say it's probably unlikely at this point. As we move further along, we can see that China definitely prefers legs and booty rather than booba. And after a quick smirk, we can see the full extent of FERIA Shen's mech armor. Yes, you heard that right. It seems that FERIA Shen will have a mech armor suit that she will be donning whenever she's on the battlefield. The reason I think it's a mech suit is due to the reply from Naraka Bladepoint to my comment down below. As you can see, I replied with, wait, a mech? And then after that, the Naraka Bladepoint official Twitter account replied with a gif of Captain America saying, suit up. So you can call me crazy, you can say this is a reach, you can say whatever you want to say it is, but it seems like we're getting a third transformer here for the Naraka Bladepoint Trios meta. I would place my bet that her ultimate will be some kind of summoning of this mech suit. In addition to that, what you'll notice is on the mech suit itself, you see what looks like a swarm. A swarm, for those of you that don't know, is this ranged weapon that can be found in the Morris Blessing that fires multiple fire arrows at the same time. And it would seem like she has one permanently mounted to her mech suit itself. So what this makes me think of is whenever she transforms into her mech suit, this will behave as a skill similar to Yue Shan's Terracotta Soldier. In Yue Shan's form, he has his basic melee attacks and all that, and focus attacks, but what he also has is these different melee skills that he can use, like a stab and that sort of thing. So what I'm thinking here is that her mech suit is going to behave similarly to a Vajra, I would imagine, like Tianhai, but her skill is going to be some sort of ranged ability. The reason I say this is because the feel in Naraka Bladepoint very much so is all about melee combat and movement. The two transformers we have now always have some way to deal with melee combat, and I really don't see that changing here with FERIA Shen. Naraka has always placed this emphasis on melee combat, and ranged combat just feels kind of like an extra slice. But it seems like they'll be aiming to change that fact with FERIA Shen here, as she looks like she's heavily centered around ranged combat. Now, I think that's a pretty good assumption for her ultimate. She transforms into a mech suit and gains a skill that allows her to fire off swarm or some other sort of ranged combat ability. But now I have to think of what her normal form would look like in a normal skill. Now, I did have a little speculation session with old Dale Deer over here, and one of the things that he thought of was maybe this will be a free transform into a mech suit similar to how Diva works in Overwatch. I personally do not see that happening, mainly because it would just break the normal flow of gameplay and it would be kind of obnoxious. But one thing I can see happening is some sort of augment to ranged abilities or some sort of range ability itself. So one of the things I'm thinking of is that FERIA Shen has never been seen without her musket. Now, this could mean absolutely nothing. Zipping Ying was seen with her trusty spear and got a dedicated skin to it. That didn't mean that she got a skill dedicated to the spear or any sort of new weapon associated with her. However, it seems that FERIA Shen's lore is going to be based around more of a tinkerer or a mechanical standpoint. So what I'm thinking of is she may have a skill that allows her to quickly swap to a pocket weapon. And by that, I mean a unique weapon to her, not like quick swapping into a musket or a pistol or whatever you see these higher level players do. I'm talking about a dedicated skill to a dedicated weapon to FERIA Shen herself. This would be similar to how Yodo Hime has her spirit swords that she can throw out and pull off combos from. Instead, this would be more of a ranged option for FERIA Shen. Now, because she's more mechanically oriented, I think that this could be a quick little pistol whip, this could be a flashbang, this could be anything. The reason I think it's going to be some sort of stun or flashbang is because it's a common trope among many shooter style characters like McCree from Overwatch, for example. but also because she has really nothing else going for her other than she's a mech-based character. It's mostly something that I could see as a get-out-of-jail-free card, or maybe even a combo extender, something along those lines. Now, I'm not saying by any chance that's for certain, as there's completely nothing to go off of for that sort of ability, but it's mostly just because of the trends in gaming that I'm coming up with it. However, there is one interesting tidbit that I'd like to highlight out of the Holoroth map trailer that we haven't touched on yet. Obviously, when we first see Feria, it's in this hood, but there doesn't seem to be any abilities originating from the hood, and the trailer or the teaser in the Naraka Bladepoint Twitter account doesn't seem to have the hood anywhere in it. However, one thing I want to point out is that while Matari is doing her dreadful wail, we do see the hood come off and then Feria mysteriously disappear. Whenever she reappears after Matari finishes her moves, she appears unscathed and is simply looking over her shoulder. This time, she does not have the hood. So whether or not this is going to be a complete reset or rewind of damage like someone like Tracer in Overwatch has, or if there's some sort of escape by using the hood as bait, I really do not know, and to be honest, I think this is mostly a cinematic effect for the trailer, but I'd love to know what you guys think, so make sure you comment down below and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit since we've had a new character, Zipping Ying being the most recent example, and I'm ready for a bit of change of pace. I'm ready for a new meta, or rather a new character to shake up the meta. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I've been OSK. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I know life is getting harder, not like I would choose another. My tears and healing powers, just one drop to recover. Can't stop me cause I'm the phoenix.